私が丹精込めて育てている万次郎を
Yes, this is real, my dear viewer. This is a deer taking some back shots right now. You know what? I'm gonna play a few clips, and then I'll talk about this, because it's like, I feel like the clips I'm gonna show will really just describe what you're about to get into when it comes to My Deer Friend Nokotan.
ふふふふふふ泣きたいときは呼んでくれこしたこしたウォウォウウォウウォウぬぬぬぬぬコシタン先輩馬車目のこともお世話してくださいやめなさい姉ちゃんあんこ私以外の女と何してるの
Yeah, that is My Deer Friend Nokotan. If you're left confused, don't worry. I completely understand, because it's like this entire anime is just one giant shitpost and an advertisement just for Deer itself. I don't really know the whole background, but it's like, I feel like this anime, or this series in general, probably is in some shape or form maybe an advertisement for deers or deer parks or something within Japan. I could be wrong there, but I could definitely see it, especially just because of what this anime represents. But there's definitely a lot of love and fun in this series. Like, if there is one thing I can definitely say, and I think anyone that just watches brief little clips, and if you know next to nothing when it comes to My Deer Friend Nokotan, you're probably going to say, yeah, this is a very wacky, weird anime that just seems to be like the animators and the storyboarders, etc., are just having a lot of fun while working on it. That is definitely the impression you get. I mean, let's just look at this segment here. I think this segment here is what really gets me, is when, you know, we have one of our main female characters, she just starts dancing, and she literally does the Bully Maguire. Like, we're talking about, like, the full-on Spider-Man 3, when, you know, Spider-Man Tobey Maguire, like, went a little bit bad, and he had, like, that whole, like, emo goth look or whatever, and he just started doing this and stuff. Literally, she does that. I mean, I showed the clip at the beginning of this video. It's absolutely wild, like the little references, the cultural references, and just everything that's being thrown in. I don't know necessarily what is from the manga and what is just original in the anime, but just everything about this show definitely shows that there's a lot of love poured into this. There is a lot of people behind this project that just, you know, want to have fun working on this, and it's like, don't take it too seriously, for more or less just enjoy yourself, turn off your brain, and have a good time. And I think what really is, like, the cherry on top to this whole show is the deer. The 3D deer is honestly something that is just so underrated and incredible here, because it's like, it looks... Let's be blunt, okay? The 3D deer looks bad, but it works so well because the animators purposely made this 3D deer look like this and make it look just so uncanny. Like, it's so weird to be in an anime. And I think that this is the time, this is that very, you know, rare example when CGI, really bad looking CGI, is done in a way for comedic effect. And I think that it really just amplifies the show that the CGI can be used to such a way to actually make the scenes even more funny. Because it's like, when you see the scene where the, you know, our female character, she's sitting here dancing and all that, trying to, like, it looks like she's trying to say, oh, be my consort or whatever to the deer. Like, the deer's eyes just look so lifeless. It looks like it's soulless. And when you see the lights reflecting it, it's like it's just absorbing all light and all happiness. And it's just like, it's like a Lovecraftian creature itself. I absolutely just love what they're doing with these deer and all that. And I mean, even having this little segment where, like, Nokotan starts talking to the deer or whatever, and it's just like, and all that. It's super, super funny. I love this little speak and all that. There's just little cute moments like this throughout the show that legitimately I'm just like, why? But it's just, I couldn't help but smile and laugh. Now, I know for a fact, you know, comedy, some forms of comedy, is not for everyone. I know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to watch the show, watch my video, watch the clips of the show, etc., see images, and they're going to be like, it's not really funny. You know, I know there's going to be people like that, and that's fair. Comedy, at the end of the day, has always been subjective. You know, I've talked about this in the past. I made videos talking about this years ago, but there's often times where comedy, just in certain anime and shows, etc., just don't work for people. It's like why Konosuba, you know, a lot of people may not like Konosuba. It's because the comedy isn't for everyone. It's obviously a parody of, you know, transported or reincarnated into another world type stories, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to like it if you like those stories. It comes down to if you like the comedy or not. And I understand if people don't like the show. It's going to easily be one of those shows that's going to be very divided. You're going to have those that really love My Dear Friend Nokotan, and then you're going to have those that really do not like it, or just they don't see it funny because it's just about a deer. And I can fully understand. Now, I'm on the side that really finds this funny. I've been non-stop laughing to this show because it's so amusing, especially with just the different cultural references to, like, let's say, for instance, Dark Souls, etc. I can't help but smile. But you also have people that are doing stuff like this, basically saying if you're even having fun with the show, you're kind of cringe, and I kind of want to talk about that. So, if you're wondering why I like the post, I liked it for I can see it in my feed, for I can be able to come back to this. But, just look at this clip. So, you have basically just a random individual just dancing up against the deer and all that, and they're just having fun. Like, it's clearly just a reference. And it's a super little fun clip and all that, and it's just like, you can see the person's having a good time. And it's just like, when you see people like this, even if this is a bait post or not, there's obviously a lot of people, like, if you go into the post engagements and stuff, you'll see just a lot of people, you know, talking about this, like, the ratios are absolutely insane here. This is how I even discovered this. But basically, going out of your way to say this is cringe and all that, that's fine, but trying to put someone down and all that for having fun, it's just like, they're just having fun with life. They're outside, they're touching grass, they're in front of Mother Nature, they're literally dancing in front of a deer, and I'm gonna be honest with you, if I could get this close to a deer and just straight up dance to it, holy crap, I would. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I straight up would. If I wasn't gonna get attacked, I wasn't gonna catch any, like, form of diseases or something, oh yeah, I would 100% dance in front of a deer, because it would just be a very special moment. And people like this are just so miserable, it's insane. Like, I don't care if it's cringe or not, there's nothing wrong with cringe. It's just like, clearly the person in the video is enjoying life, and the person that's making stuff like this, even if it's a bait post, you know, why are you having to just be upset when someone's having fun? I don't understand that. But with that being said, though, I will say that My Dear Friend Nokotan is just, it's a trip, man. Like, it is absolutely a trip. It's one of those shows to where it's just like, it has almost everything that you'd want from a comedy. I mean, obviously that's subjective too, but, like, there's just something about this show that really just makes me laugh. Like, there's a literal whole scene here with the, like, sister character. She comes in, and she's like, why is she on top of you? Why isn't it not me? And so we even have, like, sibling type stuff going on, like with Alya and all that Oshinoko and stuff, and it's just like, bro, this show has literally everything. So you know the internet is definitely going to be talking about all this when they actually find out. But, yeah, I wanted to give a brief shout-out that, you know, My Dear Friend Nokotan, to this very point, obviously, we're 3 episodes deep now into the show. I have had a good time. Now, I want to reinstate something that needs to be talked about. I don't know if the translations are still AI translated or not, because obviously we know the first one was with the whole controversy with Crunchyroll, but I don't know if episode 2 and 3 has been done that, or if it isn't. I have no idea. But if you're wondering why you've been just seeing such awkward release schedules with this show in general, it's because the pirated version comes out like on Wednesday or Thursday, and then Crunchyroll releases it on Sunday. So they're not accurately releasing the show when it releases in Japan, which is causing these type of issues. Most likely it could be due to maybe AI translations or something, who knows. But yeah, I wanted to point that out. That's why some people are probably wondering where does this air, because they probably see people talking about it maybe on a Wednesday or Thursday, even though the episode doesn't officially come out until literally on a Sunday. It literally just came out this morning. But anyways, I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, you know, please subscribe, leave a like, etc. And with that, Chibi out.